Hello, bit of an update. So, so we, this is the there's the kitchen there, and off the kitchen got a slight deck. So we're thinking of extending the deck right to there, but guess what we found underneath the passion fruit? What are they called? They tease up the hay so it dries quicker. I've forgotten what it's called. Anyway, put a deck here and just fence off probably here to the hedge with a gate, an entry gate, because this brings you into our front slash backyard. Hello chickens. I just gave them a feed. They're hanging around being a nuisance. Anyways, there's, now you can see the property or the front yard with the hedge down. Still got a few more trunks to burn, but looks a lot better, doesn't it? Heaps of light in. Still heaps of bird life. And I think, because now we're grassing it up so that it's all makes sense. Yeah, as you can see, this lawn seeds are doing really well. This is, it's actually starting to come through the netting, but yeah, it's growing really well. And then we'll just pick this up and move it and do that part, so the lawn all lines up. Yes, so no more separation between this part and that part. It's all one area. My next project is these little beauties, our strawberries. You can see they're already starting to flower. So there's 20 in there. I've got to prep some space because we want things close to the house. You don't have to walk from miles to collect it. So just on the other side of the new front lawn is our main orchard, well, fruit orchard. The nut one's over there, but I just thought maybe a few rows of, following the mow lines, we have a few rows of strawberries. Well, it won't be all the way because it's how far is that? 58 meters away. Don't need that many strawberries. But I could put the strawberries up here, a patch of watermelons down there, the goji berries next to it, and then over here the Cape gooseberries. It's got heaps of those. Rabbits running everywhere. But yeah, look at our little, starting to see buds now. Go away! And they're all starting to, all except the nashis and the nashis and apples, they're always late season. So this is a double grafted nashi, Horsui and Nijiseki. And the other one down there is the Korsui and Horsui, I think it is. We've got 3 varieties. But yeah, as you can see, I've got to get some spray out for around the base of the trees. You can see all the grasses. That's where I can't get to them with the mower. And then I've got to order some mulch for delivery this weekend so that I can start mulching them up for summer, getting them ready so we don't have to water them. You saw that video last night where we were clearing out the stream. That is she. That is down there. Feels quite steep, eh? That's because it is. Oh, but you can probably see all of our native plantains now. Actually starting to show up better now that they've come out of the ground. But down, let's see if I can get it. Down there, I can't quite hear. I can hear the water, but I don't think this thing will pick it up. But that's where our new stream is. Well, not new. It's just uncovered. It was going underground. There was so much weeds there that it wasn't finding a path over the top of the weeds. Oh, paka. They're beautiful trees. And next to it a cabbage tree. Where's our Nikos? We got Nico palms in here. We managed to find the East Coast variety instead of the Chatham Island or Kermadec ones that are usually for sale. So we got the native one. Well, they're all native, they're all from New Zealand. Yeah, I've just been planting a few more Ake, Manuka, that Kawhai. I don't know what's going on with our Kawhais, they're all a bit funny, but they'll clear up, I'm sure. So Russ was doing some trimming in here to get the grass. As you can see, it's quite long, so you can't see the base of the tree. And we found a duck nest, and it had like 15 or 16 eggs in it, 12 I think. So it's like, oh, I have to let it to do its thing. It's just down there. I won't go any closer because she just flies away. Yeah, you see our natives actually starting to grow now, like really large. It's pretty good. Yeah, this is the area where we've done a lot of work, but there's still heaps to go. You see that grass there? That's not even... That's better thick as grass. That's how high it was all around. That's how high it is down there. I don't know if or when we'll ever clear that one out. It'll probably just be leave the sheep in there and let them go for it. But that's later. We've got to properly fence it. You see where the water is down there. There is a fence there, but there's not enough standards or waratahs in place to stop animals going through them. So it's a later project. Got... You won't be able to tell, but under all of that grass there's heaps of berries in there. Well, there's our resident ducks. Those two are the ones that have got like, I think it's a dozen eggs. We got, hey, that's two males. They look like mallards. Those are two males. Oh. Yeah. So they're having a swim while wifey's up here sitting on the egg somewhere, just in that big grass patch somewhere around there. Over there I can finally see nut trees. Yeah, where are they? Macadamia there. walnut on either side of the macadamia. Another macadamia over there. We've got pecan, 2 pecans and an almond over there. Yeah, still heaps to do. Yeah. Going this way. Where's our girls? I haven't seen our alpacas. Oh, they're up by the shed. Anyway, that whole paddock, I can't wait to get into that because we're going to do some things there. I'm sick with the flu, so I haven't gone to work today. Beautiful day though. Lovely day. Yeah. These look dead, but if you have a closer look, new leaves are coming out. So yeah, winter hits them, but they still grow back. You should have bananas by about end of March. Interesting fact, tropical fruit trees, they all mature in our winter. Which is cool. So your pineapples, your guavas, pawpaw, papaya, bananas, along with your citrus, they all fruit in the winter months, or mature in the winter months. So these will produce fruit June and July next year. Whilst our other trees will be from the end of December. Around Christmas time the cherries are ready, and then you have the cherries, apricots, and the smaller plums are usually ready by December, and then into all of the other fruits, peaches. So we can almost have fruit all year round, except for maybe this time of the year, spring, late spring. That's probably the only time we won't have fruit, unless I can get dragon fruit growing, which apparently we can. I just haven't tried because you need like a wood brace, because it's a cactus, but it's a cactus with a huge melon-like fruit, pink and red or yellow even, and they snap the cacti, so you need like a wood pedestal to hold them up whilst they're growing. Anyway, it's quite peaceful today. Look at our natives, they're just going for it, they're loving it. There's an area over there, that whole area over there, we've got to clear all the underbrush. You see there, that's it's an introduced species that likes New Zealand conditions, but it also strangles our native plants, so we've got to try and pull it all out. But yeah, our plantings are all starting to come away, where the red things here in shot. That's where we're going to put a park bench so that it looks out over that. Quite a neat view, eh? Looking over the water and over to the Hunua Ranges, and it looks quite neat actually. Then we have this paddock here. At the end of this paddock is my nut trees, which is behind that huge Kaikātea. That way. And this rest of this paddock So I got it ready for all of our veggie planting, our market gardens. So I've planted up some Feijoa trees because on the other side of this paddock will be another animal paddock. And I think we've told you we're going to get kuni pigs because they're not so destructive on the land. They will just graze on grass, and as you can see we've got heaps of it. But over there's a whole area we haven't really done anything with because it's got that big pile of stones there. It would be a nice area for pigs, but you can hear someone's dogs. They shouldn't be anywhere near us. Must be our neighbours. Anyway, it's a nice area for pigs over there because you've got a water. You should walk over there. It's not that far. You've got a nice water trough and everything, but the thing is, it's a fair distance from the house, and we kind of leave for work at 5 in the morning. You don't want to be running across the red paddock to feed your pigs before you leave, which means they'll only get fed in the afternoon. So we might, because where the chickens are right next to the house. We might figure out if we can put a pig pen on the other side of the barn over there, because that way we can get to it quite easy. I haven't figured that part out yet. There's a shelter over there we're going to use, but it's bloody concreted in. Nuisance. Yeah, so we've got to come up with another idea. But yeah, I've just on this, back to this bit, I planted up some Feijoa trees because they're good fodder trees for animals on this paddock, and shelter trees because they grow so quickly. I mean, if you look at these trees, I've been busy mowing paths everywhere too, so you don't need gumboots to walk everywhere. And so these are about a metre, but in a year they'll grow a metre, so they'll be up to just past the fence line in a year, and quite easy to create shade for animals that are in that paddock, whilst also creating a windbreak for this paddock from the that's the westerly winds. Not that westerly winds are usually cold, it's normally southerly winds that are cold coming from that way. But as you can see, it's kind of downhill. So yeah, those are there for that reason, and they're good little indicators on where our rows of veggies are going to go. But this paddock is really large, so we might change its use in the future and move all the veggies over by the orchard, just because that's also large and only a third of it's being used. So yeah, my strawberries might have mates come the end of the year with corn and all sorts of other stuff, eggplant. But I've given our nut trees heaps of room, because I don't know if you've seen walnut trees or even pecans. They grow absolutely large. They're huge trees, and the good thing is this is the northern end of our property. From our property it looks like it's a flat thing, but from our property edge, where that fence is in the distance there, it just drops down into our neighbour's property. So having some big trees, deep rooting trees in this area is not a bad idea. Yeah, I've been mowing all of these spaces so we can walk around our property without getting soaked shoes, especially if you forget your gum boots. But yeah, as you can see, or we'll soon see, our neighbour's property slopes away and downhill from us, and it does that everywhere surrounding us. So they've got some, these are like native blueberries. The Pukik will love them. Yeah, but they grow really quickly and they're really deep rooting, so over there you got some little natives planted. Hello, nut trees. Like to see some fruit this year. But yeah, see, it all slopes away downhill. It's got its dirt tracks. We did notice where our water enters their property, they've got no riparian planting, so the stock just trudge on through like that water's not going downstream to someone else. It's really dirty, but farmers for you. Don't give a fuck about the land. Just how much they can get off it. Sorry, just me. Yeah, so his land, as you can see over there, is wasting away. No trees, nothing to hold it up. Just all grazing land. I mean, he loses if he loses his land because he's got nowhere to graze. It's just dumb. Yeah. Anyway, no feelings on him. We're not going to fall into that trap, so that's why we've done heaps of planting. And yet to find avocado trees. There's a variety I'm looking for. It's called a JALA. I don't know if it's spelled Jala or Yala, whatever. But that avocado, the avocados are the size of watermelons, and they don't oxidize as quick, so they last longer. And that's what I want running down this fence line here, because they grow to about 4 meters, so they're very good trees for property lines. So if I can find them, I know you've got your normal Haas or Reed or Fert avocados, but this Australian variety they're humongous. Just finding some is hard. But yeah, so I've been cutting all these paths so that we can get around, and broke our streamers because I kind of want to do that, because these should be some steps down to the pond area over there, but just got to clear it out first. And these are the things I was talking to you about, the bloody blackberry bushes, and I can't remember the other one, but need to pull them out. Don't know if you're aware, but in New Zealand you can get blackberry bushes without the thorns, so why have the thorny variety? Just grab the non-thorny ones. We've got thornless raspberries, and at the front of the house by the chicken coop is some black raspberries. Weird, probably just blackberries, but they are what they are. Yeah, so anyway, I'll take you over to where we're going to do the pigs. It's a bit of a long video and a bit random, but trying to figure things out. You can see the water. Those two little springs feed that thing which feeds our little stream here. It's quite cool. And what it does is it stops the land getting all soggy. But what we've come to know is that this soil is very fertile. It's kind of wasted if it's just animals that use it. There's this farmer around the corner from us. He's got so many cows that it takes them about a day just to clear a paddock this size full of all this grass, and then all you see is mud. And then you see them asking on Facebook and our community pages for people who've got spare land so that they can put their animals on it to feed. I mean, they must know how many animals you can have per hectare, but that doesn't faze them to put 10 times that amount on and then ask people for their land to use to feed their animals. Sorry, I just found it annoying because we asked for some suggestions on that community page what we should do with our land, and the first thing was ring your local farmer and get their animals on your property. Thinking, fuck them. Anyway, so yeah, that's the big mound. All of that is like our driveway stone, but we got to get it all out. We use it for something, and we've got so many things we can use it for, but carting that from where it is to where we need it, bloody takes ages. So here's an area where it's a paddock you can put animals in, but it's like, well, what else can we use this for? Now we know kumara love growing on a bank, and I reckon that would be a good little area for kumara slips, so that they can grow down the bank, because there's a lot of space there. You got our... didn't notice that. I've just realised somebody's cut our trees down. The non-native ones, somebody's cut them down. Holy shit. They didn't touch the natives, just the ones that were non-native. But I get the feeling somebody thinks this is their land, but it isn't. It's ours. We might need to harvest these, because we've got fern trees in here. Oh shit, they've cut them all down. As you can see, somebody's been cutting our trees down and stacked them up along here. I don't know who's done this. I'm not even aware. Now look at all our silver ferns. They've now got wood all over them. Actually, come to think about it, a couple of weeks I heard some chainsawing going on. I didn't realise this was it. Holy shit. I mean, they left all the ferns up, as you can see there, behind these big trees, but these trees are put here, not by us, the previous owner. And look at the fences, they're now wrecked and buckled. Not that any animal can get through them, but they've basically fucked all our fence line. You can see all the wiring's all loose. There's buckled and bent. Now this wire's snapped. Which is great. You bastards. I'm gonna stop this video. I'm gonna go make a couple of phone calls. I mean, just rude. Cannot believe this.